Good evening and welcome to They Think It's All Over, your weekly football podcast that doesn't take itself too seriously. You've got the three handsome ones this week because Liam is with us in spirit. Not Liam. Liam's right there. Andy's with us in spirit. I shouldn't try and speak and read at the same time, but Andy's being a top grafter, but he's right there in the comments.
Oh, nice one, Andy.
Bit of a weird one this week, gents. All coming into the show off the back of a win. What the fuck?
Everyone's happy. Everyone's happy.
What the fuck? we need someone to take the piss out of, and we can't. Can't believe it. I mean, we've been doing this nearly a year now, and this is the first time it's happened.
Yeah,
that's pretty shit, really, isn't it?
Think of it that way.
I mean, there's winning, but then there's winning, isn't there? 8-0 and that. What the fuck?
Yes, go on. You can gloat, mate. Let's hear it.
I haven't come down off the ceiling since. It's absolutely nuts. I can't get over it, man. Did you just watch it or
8 different scores?
The highlights.
That is
ridiculous. I saw the goals.
Yeah. Kevin's in. Newcastle win, pump you in. Great weekend. Good. See? It's the winning week.
8 different goal scorers as well. Very rare that happens.
It's a fact that in the first 20 minutes, Sheffield United could have been 2 up. Their left back, Thomas, had 2 sitters missed. He just found himself.
Yeah, one of the back posts just skid off his foot, didn't it? Weirdly, he didn't control it. Yeah.
Yeah, there was another time he was just in acres of space and fluffed it. But then Liam's favourite player in the world came on, Anthony Gordon.
He was class.
He just dragged the entire team up. He was absolutely unreal. I take back everything bad I've ever said about him, apart from the fact because ain't no amount of football going to take that away from him.
He was awesome, and he looks confident. He wasn't even meant to start, was he? Apparently, because it was meant to be Barnes.
Barnes started, and he went down after 10 minutes. He looks like he's going to be off for a couple of months now, which sucks. It's really looking forward to seeing him.
Likewise.
Now it's going to halt him. Which 8-0 was better last Sunday? The one against Wednesday in '99. The one against Wednesday had 5 goals from Shearer, which was pretty mint, but 8 different goal scorers.
Both Sheffield teams 8-0. That's mad.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
I think the one on Sunday was better because of the 8 different scorers and the fact that it was away.
Yeah.
It just makes it a bit more special.
Did you see how irate the Sheffield United fans were getting as well after the goals? That's always the funniest bit when you're looking over when celebrating, lobbing bottles at the players, and you could just see them swearing every time they went over there.
Balls and all.
It was killing me. I remember, I think it was Isaac had scored and was celebrating, and you just see one guy real close to go, "Oh, fuck off!" Just so mad at him. It was great. It was absolutely great.
It was fantastic. So Everton, 3 points on the board.
Yeah.
How's that feel?
I called it. That's all I'm saying. That is all I'm saying. I told you we'd do it.
I just want to say, before Liam glows, I want to say to all the viewers, Liam in our group chat was shitting himself. I want to put that out there right now. He was a scared man in the chat. He was very worried that Everton were going to throw it away.
Because I've watched Everton all my life and I know full well. Like I said, we were 2-0 up in the 92nd minute of 2 minutes out of long time against Newcastle, and somehow drew the game 2-2. All I'm saying. There was some French fella. Was he French? I'm sure he was French with a name like that.
Florian Lejeune.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
But the thing is that, obviously we won, but that performance has been the performance we've had against Wolves and Fulham. That's the problem. We've actually just scored the goals this time.
Yeah, just actually applied the finish when you needed to. Cricket, your guys made it a bit difficult.
Yeah, it wasn't vintage performance, but it was effective. The thing is, though, you can rely on Chelsea not to score. I'm annoyed really that I gave Chelsea too much credit in my predictions, because ultimately they've not been able to score for a year and a half, have they? And I kind of forgot that. I was just worried about us because obviously we let ourselves down against Legia, but I was really happy with the result. Good to see Watkins back on the score sheet. He needs the confidence. And yeah, I like it. Like I said, I like our squad. Our squad probably is, when it comes to form right now, way better than Chelsea. So the better team did win, and we created more chances in the game as well. So yeah, very pleased.
I had to Watkins out of my FPL team this weekend.
Of course.
So annoying.
Yeah, can't be blamed though. He had been cold for a while.
Winning at Stamford Bridge is always big, says Kevin. But yeah, you're on about Chelsea not being able to score. We scored more goals on Sunday, 3 more goals on Sunday than they've scored all season.
Yeah, and you can see it. Sterling bottled 2 chances. Jackson bottled a chance, and he's meant to be the one that came in for the goals. And they just lacking confidence. Obviously, Mudryk did very little and come off. They've got so many players there that should be good, but I don't know what it is. They just lost all confidence in themselves.
It's brilliant, isn't it? Let's have a look at our predictions then, because Liam, fucking hell, Mystic Meg. Saturday was quite normal, but Sunday was just abnormal from Liam. Bit of a pointless effort of a.
But I tell you what, Liam's actually unlucky there because Fulham are class. Fulham are very good that game. They should have won.
I didn't even watch the highlights with it being a 0-0, which couldn't be. Zero interest.
It wasn't bad, to be fair. Yeah, it wasn't bad.
This one I've just watched half the highlights of, and that shot that hit the post. For Luton, unbelievable. We're going to talk about the red card in a bit. None of us called it.
So annoying.
Not a single one of us. This one was actually quite a low scoring, considering we all went quite frisky. I mean, we all obviously got City to win, but
Forest came close to scoring too, so it wasn't a whitewash as we thought it would be.
No. Hey, a win for Everton.
Yeah.
The only one who called it was the Everton lad as well.
I said they wouldn't lose though, so I get half credit. They've obviously, pretty much
get nothing. You get nothing. That's not how it works. It's 3 points for the correct result.
The thing is, as well, when it went 2-1. And Calvert-Lewin threw on goal to make it 3. I was like, fuck's sake, I had 2-1 on the fucking prediction.
Yeah.
I'm sure you didn't mind too much.
Absolutely not.
Man United struggling again. Getting the win, but making hard work of it. But we all backed them, so we all get a point. Liam. First one of a trio of right answers. How did you see that one coming? I never saw that coming.
I don't know.
Well, he knew goals. He's right. He knew goals were going to come. Yeah, he knew goals. You knew they were going to score, didn't you? Did you watch the game, Liam?
I had it on whilst I was on the Xbox, and every time I looked down, it was just like another attack. And then I had the Newcastle game on. Every time I looked down, it was a goal.
Christ, the podcast's trying to make an appearance on one. Next, Andy just couldn't bear the idea of Bournemouth scoring, but still not a bad effort all round on that one. Only me who backed Villa on this one. Not even Crippy, the Villa man.
I know, pathetic.
Wow.
I know,
pathetic.
Liam. All right. But yeah, Liam called it again.
Yeah.
Climbing that league table.
Yeah, he smashed it this week.
And no one called that one.
Apart from some weird Super 6 players, like 3 people got it right.
Yes, 3 of the fuckers. Absolute time travelers. There's no way you just pick that out of fucking thin air.
I know.
At least your cat doesn't crash into everything like Mark does on his. Yeah, well, that's true. Give it time, though. Right, so what does that do to the standings? Off the foot of the table, charging into second place there.
Yeah, he's beating me out.
I mean, I thought you took the top spot. I put it in the chat on Sunday, didn't I? Like the prediction I thought you took top, but I'd fucked it up.
The thing is, I said last Tuesday,
1 point off.
It was just us two. I said, the problem I'm going to have is I'm going to back us just because I do.
You've got it though, haven't you? And the actual Premier League table looks a bit healthier for you a lot, Everton, there.
Like I said, points have been finally just turned into goals. That's the problem.
Yeah.
No surprise that the 3 promoted teams are in the relegation spots because they're all absolute pants. Newcastle back in the top half, overtaking Man United, which is sexual, and we've got Aston Villa up in 6th. Not doing bad at all.
Like that. Yeah, I like that. 4 wins at 6.
Good times, good times. Right, on with the never-ending docket that Crippy just keeps adding to in his sleep. I know we've got to talk about Leeds. Sorry, we need to do the championship spotlight because Leeds turned into prime Brazil at the weekend. Andy was just peppering the chat with clips of like amazing players. Where was this last season, Andy? What the fuck?
Well, they finally found the opposition that they can do it against. That's why, isn't it?
Just on the level. It's all right because he's had a dig at you already, you know.
Yeah, that's the only reason I'm going for it.
Yeah, of course, Rodri altered Man City scoring.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Leeds picking up a win. That's enough about the championship. We've got Man City have a 100% record. Are they winning the title early, Crippy?
I think so. Not, it's very rare that a team wins 6 in a row, isn't it, at the start of the season? And I know that teams I think Liverpool and Arsenal, they're keeping quite close tabs on them, but they don't know like losing, do they? Even in tough games, they still got enough. They've got so much quality in that team, they can always find a way through. So they probably are going to storm this quite early.
Wrapped up by Christmas.
Yeah.
Do you think?
Well, do we think Arsenal probably can keep up, can't they? Just about, and maybe Liverpool too. But
I think the wheels are going to fall off eventually. They can't keep this up all season, can they?
I suppose when Europe comes in and stuff, that changes things, doesn't it? Regular games kind of thing. But they do look pretty good, don't they? They're not, they've not come in after winning the treble last season. There's no fatigue. A lot of clubs tail off after winning so much that season before. They need that. They almost need the season to get back to it. Like Liverpool had that, didn't they? When they came close to City, they really tailed off. Then they had to come back again. But Man City have been on it from the off, and they look unbeatable.
Well, just have a look at the fixtures now. Next month will be the one. So they got Leipzig away, then they got Arsenal away, Brighton at home, Young Boys. Oh, that's what that thing. United away as well. So it's got quite a few.
I mean, can they win the Premier League by Christmas? Mathematically, yes. Realistically, no. But they could be well out of sight.
It's because they also don't get pressure, do they? Like Arsenal bottled it because they believed in it, and then that's when it all fell apart. Man City don't have that. They've done it so many times now where they can handle that pressure. So if they're miles away by Christmas, let's say, you wouldn't really see them slipping, throwing it away with a run of bad results. Really, you think they'd have the mentality to keep it going.
Man City are a team that finished strong. So if they're starting strong and they finish strong, no one's catching
terrifying.
them.
Yeah, and the biggest thing as well, De Bruyne to come back as well.
Exactly, they're not even their best team out technically.
No, I mean we've got them tomorrow in the Carabao Cup, and Pep's like, oh well, I'll put like a second string team out. Grealish is playing, Foden's
exactly,
playing.
Yeah.
It'll be like Max Verstappen winning everything. F1 talk, channel. I did like this line. Haaland has 8 goals in 6 Premier League games. We need to wank him off more.
Yeah, he's solid. Yeah, I think he goes underappreciated.
He is far from underappreciated.
I love it when someone actually scores the chances. You always see a chance. Why can't they score every time? He pretty much. I know he missed a few of the game, whatever, but more often than not, he does put them away. His conversion rate must be insane because to score many more goals in games is unheard of, apart from Messi, Ronaldo, and we've got somebody else actually doing it on a regular basis in the Premier League. So pretty incredible.
I did hear a mad stat the other day though. For Haaland to score the same amount of goals as Ronaldo or overtake, he has to score something like 42 goals for the rest of his career. every season, which is doable. But you know how mad that is?
Crazy.
From Ronaldo's point of view,
absolutely nuts.
Yeah.
A device. Oh, brilliant. Fancy Spurs for top 6. You know what? Not a bad shout because, well, that's next up anyway. They are looking good.
Yeah.
Speechless.
I don't know what to say. My brain is
thinking
he knows too much. Yeah, he knows too much about it. Yeah. Has he been like going through my messages or something? Explain yourself, Kev.
Back to football. Does Man City's dominance make the Premier League more dull?
No, because in F1 it's a joke. You might not into F1, but they've overspent and they're not getting punished for it. Whereas in the Premier League, obviously you've got FFP. City aren't overspending. They've literally sold all of the kids off. They've not really. They signed Doku this year after selling Palmer for 50 million.
Yeah,
it's weird. Like, it's all through my life. Like, obviously, growing up in sort of like the 90s and that, it was all Man United, and I hated Man United because they won everything.
We all did.
I don't hate City. They win everything, but I don't hate them because like they're not arrogant about it. I mean,
it's because it's kind of expected, isn't it? Yeah, I know what you mean. There's difference. It's almost similar to how Barcelona are when they had, under Pep, where it was so expected that they were going to win. It was like the fans weren't as arrogant as they probably could have been based on them because it was just so dominant. City is so dominant. There's not even a sweat really, is there? They're just the best in every position.
Yeah, it's annoying. Don't get us wrong, but it's also nice to watch. If we didn't have teams in the Premier League that we wanted to do better. Anyway, Spurs. We were on about top 6 for you, Liam.
I mean, they're doing all right, aren't they? Obviously, everyone will be questioning what they do without Harry Kane, but Big Ange's doing the business at the moment. The thing is, Maddison's just turned up and just absolutely smashing it. Everyone thinks it's going to be Son that's going to have to take over the mantelpiece, but it's literally give the ball to Maddison and he's going to find Son.
Yeah, he'll find somebody.
That's it.
Kev, not so happy about it. I mean, I can see where he's coming from, but there's no doubt he's absolutely mint.
But do you remember when Chelsea signed Fabregas to basically just supply Diego Costa with the ball? That's what Tottenham did with Maddison to supply Son. Just get that playmaker who plays in between the lines, and his only goal is just to go forward with the ball, and that's it. That's where Maddison assisted both of Son's goals against Arsenal, and now Son's scoring as well. They've got such a good team, Tottenham. There's no reason why they can't get top 6 minimum.
I did love Saka doing the darts celebration,
taking the piss. Yeah,
I enjoyed that.
Yeah, Maddison killed him.
Shit form or something, wasn't it?
No, not just that. So he got asked, he was like, so is there a bit of competition with the darts going on between you and Saka? And he was like, oh, well, he must have still been doing the celebration when I set up Son for the equaliser. Like, yes.
Absolutely. I was going to say, who was it the other day? Shearer, Lineker and Richards were on about who was going to take over Match of the Day in the future, and they all backed Maddison for it. Saying his banter's mint.
Interesting choice.
We're talking 20 years in the future. It was a question they asked.
Lineker quit that job. Yeah.
Lineker saying he would just be happy to still be alive. But we do forget that he's like 70.
Yeah.
Excuse me, what? Right, let's talk about some weird fucking red cards. We'll start with Rodri's because you've got a lot to say about this one, Liam. Go on, Sunshine.
I mean, left with the law, it's a red card, but VAR had to look at it for a good 2 minutes, and they were getting free frames of him like with his hand around. And we've seen him do it, but he literally, I won't say jabbed him, but like he's literally just gone, and that's it.
Yeah, he went and stopped himself. It's not like he followed through and lifted him off the deck.
I thought, actually, shit, I can't do that now. Got to stop. But then Gibbs White has gone down like he's been stabbed. It's absolutely shambolic.
Like Sub-Zero just ripped his head off with his spine attached.
And the thing is, I rate Gibbs White as well, but he's gone down after that. He went down after that as well.
Yeah,
he's gone down my estimations after that because he's just a little shit house. Can't stand it.
You should be embarrassed.
Embarrassing.
The thing is, he could have been booked for it as well for the theatrics. And that's what referees are supposed to do. I think he did get booked actually, but I don't know if it was for the theatrics or because they had a little bit of argy-bargy, but just a shambles.
I don't know why they don't book for that, because like when they book, they even book players for hyping up the crowd too much if the celebration's too over exuberant. So they do book for bullshit things like that. So as Liam says, why not punish a player if they're trying to milk the situation, trying to get a player sent off? Why is that not a booking? They hate players doing the signal with the card thing. They hate that shit. So let's also punish people trying to get people sent off by doing that kind of thing. So that was annoying.
It's the same thing, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely.
It's probably worse. Like, go easier on someone doing that than fucking rolling on the floor like they're just being shot. The other one was Bellegarde on Lockyer, the Luton Fulham game. I've just watched it. Like, we just watched it before we came on. Like, what the fuck was going on there? It was 6 and 2 frees, and Lockyer just made a meal of it. He had, he's got the most appropriate name ever. He had him in a leg lock.
Yeah.
He had Bellegarde in a leg lock, and Bellegarde was just trying to get out of it, happened to kick him in the nuts.
Yeah, but then the reaction from Lockyer was just, oh my god, the guy is like acting like he got shot, and then that's what the red comes from. It pisses me off because I watched that and I think, why not set a message where you're going to say, no, we've looked at this, we think that the fairest decision is to not send him off for that because he had his legs locked. What do you want him to do? He wants to free himself and get on with the game. And they even reviewed it. Look at it again. They had it on VAR, so even they felt it wasn't clear cut that it was a definite red. They even looked. After he got sent off, they looked at it again because I think the referee was told maybe have another look just to make sure.
Yeah, because he was stood on the pitch where he like, oh, hang on, am I getting sent off here or what?
Yeah.
When he got his results up, he was like, yeah, it's in a bit.
Standard of refs is shite. Yeah, no argument here. Hang on, has Kev been looking at our running sheet? That's exactly what we've got there.
Word for word, yeah.
Yeah, it is. Luton in big trouble. Can't be 10-man Wolves at home. They're fucked, aren't they? They're out of the depth.
I don't know. I reckon Luton might do something soon. It's not because we're playing them this weekend, but I will not say a bad word against Luton today. Absolutely no chance.
I do like Carlton Morris. He can clearly play, but he's sort of carrying them at the moment. He's the only one who can score. So, yeah, they are struggling.
It's just like they've done what Forest did, but didn't do. They've signed for the Championship next season if they go down to obviously try and push back up, whereas Forest signed in case they went down and also in case
the world. Yeah.
What else? I'm rattling through them because you've put so much fucking stuff on. And I think I've missed stuff as well already. We haven't even talked about Anthony Gordon's penalty that he never got.
I didn't see it, to be fair. I didn't see that one.
How convenient, Liam.
I genuinely didn't. If you want to talk about something else, I'll load up YouTube right now and have a look.
It was one of those.
It's 8 goals. It's a lot.
Exactly. It was more like, all right, should have been a penalty, but let's not pile it on it.
It legit felt like that. It legit felt they thought, oh, let's just leave it, lads. They'll win the game.
What was it?
Stuff enough.
Was it like 4 goals in?
First half, so
okay. Maybe a couple, yeah.
Yeah, there was no contact with the ball whatsoever, and he completely tripped Gordon over. But nobody made a big deal out of it, really.
So it probably wasn't a penalty.
Oh, no, it was 100% Stonewall.
100% honestly, he was kicked.
But nobody gave a shit.
They reviewed it on the VAR and said no. I couldn't believe it. I can't
believe that. That's what I couldn't believe, because it's blatant.
Yeah.
But, no.
And then I saw Salah got fouled exactly the same way in Liverpool's game, and that got given. Exactly the same foul where he got kicked. It wasn't enough to make him fall over, but he went down to win the penalty, and he got it given. Honestly, they both were so similar. So that was unbelievable.
It just shows the standard of refereeing, though, that those two things that are so similar can be interpreted. So
and to review it and still say no. But because Newcastle won the game, then it won't get spoken about. But that's legitimately a really bad error that Newcastle should really kick up a fuss about, just to complain about the standard of refereeing. But obviously, they're not going to do that because ultimately they did win the game.
I mean, Andy said there, we could have equaled the record with that, but it's one of those things, isn't it? When you think about it the other way, like if we'd have scored that penalty, the whole game would have changed, and we might have equaled the record. We might have gone on to get 12, to be fair, but you never know. I mean, if Moose is saying it's a blatant penalty,
it really was,
and it's a blatant penalty because he's as macam as they come. And if it ain't a penalty, why is he not getting booked for simulation?
Yeah, he didn't take the ball, so yeah.
He's ugly, that's why. I didn't want to book him just for being ugly and diving, that's why.
You've got too much going on, kid. I don't want to add to your woes. One more booking and he's suspended. We've only played 6 games.
Oh, God.
4 yellow cards. Then about him, really, isn't it? What, more yellow cards than goals?
Yes, more yellow cards than goals. Yes.
Shock.
But, what can you do? Brighton, 5 wins from 6, 18 goals scored. Could get top 4. Yes.
No.
Do you think the wheels are going to fall off?
They got beat on Thursday in Europe. United was 2-0 as well, by the way. Casemiro just scored. But they got beat in Europe on Thursday.
With his big fucking face.
They got beat on Thursday night, didn't they? They didn't know what to do. Okay, against the Premier League oppositions that are going to be better, but I think having that Thursday night football is going to ruin them on a Sunday. Didn't on the weekend, mind, but still.
Yeah, possibly. I can see what you mean. Do I think Gordon is very much like Bellamy for the tune? Yeah. Rapid, shithouse.
Yeah.
Pretty much, yeah. Chelsea's Jackson's been suspended. 5 bookings off descent.
That was it. He was, you were mentioning about the 4 bookings. He was the other one that couldn't afford to get booked before December. Otherwise, he would get suspended.
Wow. Yeah.
What an idiot.
Descent, though. I mean, that's pathetic.
Yeah.
Sorry, we were on about Brighton, weren't we? Crippy, do you think they're going to last, or do you think Liam's right?
I think January could be a factor as well, because if Man United are after like a winger, if they get rid of Sancho, Matoma is going to be one that's going to be on the list of a lot of clubs, isn't he? And same with Evan Ferguson.
Though, if Brian can just be like, we'll give 150 million in a bit.
Yeah, they could. So
but at the same time, if there's everyone like, well, look, we're clearly building a team here. Why would you want to go to them? You can stay with us and we'll try and push into that top 4.
Yeah, exactly.
This is the thing. Is he told by the higher ups that everyone is for sale for the right price? This is the club we are. We'll sign you another equivalent, but for like say for 100 mil, whatever they go, they'll be sold for. That's the thing, isn't it? I don't think although they sold Trossard in January last season, so they probably would sell Matoma if they got a good offer. I think that's the only thing that could stop Brighton from. Maybe top 4 is a bit ambitious, but top 6 certainly.
I think there's going to be too many teams that are going to push on towards second half of the season. That's probably it. Experience comes into it.
City, Arsenal, Liverpool, and then Tottenham are thereabouts, aren't they?
United
they're
will
the most
come about. We all know that United will come. United will.
Yeah, of course they will.
Possibly. Yeah.
Brighton will stay up there, really do, perhaps outside chance of second place.
Bloody hell. That's ambitious.
All I say to that. Super frisky.
Everyone wants to see like a new Leicester City, don't they? But it's all different now. It's all changed. You can't have that when you've got City, Liverpool, and Arsenal all killing it early. They've all got to be shit for that to happen.
Drugs.
Drugs. He's not working, is he?
Man United beat Burnley, struggled all day, and aren't doing well away from home, and it is hilarious. Although they're 2-0 up away from home.
Yeah,
no, they're at home.
They're at home, are they? All right, it still stands then.
That Burnley win was their first away win at home in the league this season. They'd lost their first 2, so that's their Achilles heel.
We should just stop winning altogether.
Yeah,
I mean, did you see the goal?
Yeah, hell of a goal.
No.
Phil.
Yeah. Remember
Van Persie's against Villa? when they
I
won the
did
league?
see it. Yes, I did.
Yeah.
Because I remember you saying it was Phil, so I looked it up.
Do you know what I hate though on that? It's really pissed off. And I'll be honest, Watkins, the celebration, Watkins did it too. All this stuff. I'll have to mute the mic so I don't hit the thing. I am getting so mad at players doing that. Like they think they're well-eyed. Like, oh, fans, shut up, or blocking it all out. Honestly, shut up and just score, celebrate, and then just get on with it. It's doing my head in. They all do it, and it's like no one's talking about you.
It's better than just putting a fucking arm up in the air. That's all I'm saying.
I agree, but if
not
it's
wrong with an arm in the air.
It's such a boring celebration.
Because he's a boring man.
Yeah,
such a boring
but it was iconic.
I'll be honest, Kane is quite boring as well. Kane's got the second most boring celebration. That little jump up, poof. Awesome.
Yeah,
Kane is great.
Like just boring bastard like that.
It's because they scored too many goals.
Yeah.
Same with Haaland. Haaland just like big, like doesn't know what to do with himself.
Haaland like sit down, doesn't he?
Yeah.
That's a point, Grippy. Where's your pink headphones?
Adam last week. Have you missed them? You have to wait another year. Yeah.
He was here last week, wasn't he? I think. I swear Kev was on last week.
Yeah. Yeah, Kev, you were there.
Kev was there, yeah.
Yeah, it was
two in a row.
The handsome duo were doing it last week.
Yeah.
I thought you did very well, gentlemen.
I agree, Liam. Liam for host. Hashtag Ash out.
Right? Okay.
Just leave. I mean, I can just remove him if you want me to, Crip. That's all
I know.
Yeah, he's
giving him the power now. See, Newcastle Champions League games have gone to Wednesdays now, so you're fucked. You don't get rid of
it.
That's good. Arsenal have been linked with Ollie Watkins, while Villa hope to agree a new deal, and Arsenal also chasing Ivan Toney.
Yeah,
desperate for a striker, aren't they?
Yeah, because Jesus, you see Jesus' misses on against Tottenham. Just looks off. I mean, it's like you're meant to be the guy, and you're off. They spent all that money on you, and yet it's like it felt like Man City were really botched at selling him. But you can kind of see why now when you think of the year he's had at Arsenal. He's not really been overly prolific overall, has he? And like I say, he wasn't too hot against Tottenham. So yeah, they need to proper out
last season.
Yeah, started really strongly, but I think that's what happened at City, where he started well. He kicked Aguero out of the team. And then as time went on, he gradually sort of lost his confidence and lost his place and preferred to play out wide than through the middle. And then I think Pep must have thought his confidence was shot, so he didn't play as many games. But
and they brought Havertz, who's done jack shit.
Oh God, I know. And Arsenal fans are trying to claim that. The funny thing is, though, Arsenal fans are trying to claim that Havertz wasn't brought in to score and create goals. It's like, oh really? Yeah. You just changed the goal. Exactly. He's not the deal, is he? Told me so much shit.
So much gone because of the cards.
on the Arsenal game, before I forget, did you see Nketiah's late tackle challenge on the keeper? He got a yellow card for it.
Yeah.
I think I must have missed that one.
Could have been.
What's his face on Ref Watch? Dermot O'Leary. Dermot Gallagher. Dermot O'Leary. Get out.
Dermot O'Leary. They both know about as much as each other, don't they?
Yeah. Speak as much sense. Dermot Gallagher said that he should have been sent off, or was lucky not to see a red.
Yeah,
really? It was just one of them. Keeper's got the ball as he's cleared, the striker comes flying in.
It's so late.
It was so late, and he could have broke his leg.
Could have killed him. Yeah. So Watkins to Arsenal, would it be a good fit? Do you think Villa would do that business? Are you shitting yourself in case they do?
A little bit. I think Arsenal probably like 70 million, I think. Which is a lot. It's a lot, but that's kind of
70 million.
No, I agree. Neither can I. No, I just don't think we sell him for less.
Do you know what I mean? And Declan Rice as well.
Yeah. I also don't think Watkins is good enough for Arsenal. He's good for Villa because we're not trying to win a title, but he's not going to win you a title. It's different. You'll score more goals at Villa because he'll see more of the ball, as we do rely on him a lot. But in an Arsenal shirt, it doesn't work that way, does it? I don't think he'd be good enough for them. Yeah, I don't think so either. I like Tony as well. He's a confident player. I just don't know. Tony seems to be the kind of player that would go to Chelsea first. Because Chelsea, remember when Chelsea signed like Denver Bar? Well, exactly, yeah. Like remember when Chelsea had Demba Ba? We were all thinking, well, Bar's really good, but where will he go? And Chelsea thought, yeah, we'll take the gamble. And it was like, he's all right, but not quite at that level, is he? I think Tony's the same. Shines up for a Brentford, but if he signed for a top 4 club, I think it'd be different pressure.
Why doesn't Watkins get to play for England? Because Southgate is a bell. No argument here. But yeah, why isn't Watkins getting in there?
Well, because Wilson's fucking scored again, hasn't he? So he's not going to get in ahead of him now. So he's screwed. Yeah, the bad start to the season. Wilson's come back in and just keeps on scoring. So now it's like, well, England don't really need Watkins at the moment for the time being. Because Rashford's going to be in, isn't he? Kane's going to be in, and like I say, it's a good crop of players we've got. So he's going to have to be patient.
Do you think he's good enough? You just said he's not good enough for Arsenal. Is he good enough for England?
Yeah, he's used because
I agree. Watkins, I think he's class.
Yeah, because he's not just a centre forward. He runs the channels as well. So he's a player where you could literally play him off Kane. He wouldn't have to be just a lone centre forward. He could do both jobs. So he is very useful for England.
Moving on. Jadon Sancho is refusing to apologise to Erik ten Hag, despite Man United teammates pleading. Reports of indiscipline at Dortmund coming out, late to training, flying abroad after games, playing FIFA until 3 a.m. So he's a fucking shithouse then, basically.
Yeah, we've all done the last one. Football manager until 5 a.m. Oh, I got work in 2 hours.
Fuck off. FIFA cursed Harvey Barnes. He got I was playing it before kickoff on Sunday, and Harvey Barnes pulled up first game of the season against Aston Villa, pulled up with a metatarsal injury, out for 2 months. And now look what happened. And like 2 hours later in real life, I was like, fuck, I'm not playing that again. Well, I did, and now Gordon's out for 2 months as well. So if Gordon goes down injured tomorrow night,
look at Liam.
I'm never playing this new fucking FIFA thing ever again. What were we on about? Jadon Sancho, proper shithouse.
Yeah. Just doesn't care, does he? Doesn't give a flying fuck.
Clearly not. No, I mean, I said the other day that Newcastle should take him, but after seeing that, maybe not.
Eddie Howe wouldn't touch him, would he, with a bloody shitty barge pole?
Nah. I wrote something like that again today as well, actually.
But I think people are also saying why City probably got rid of him when they did. They saw something in him they didn't like. They felt he wasn't going to be a good fit in the club. Because obviously, still class players can still do good things, but you know you're going to have to follow with attitude at some point. You're going to have to treat him differently to other players. And clearly, that's what's happened at Dortmund and now Man United have got an absolute mess because Ten Hag rules with an iron fist, and Sancho doesn't like that. He'll he wants to rock up late sometimes. He wants to not put as much effort in training as other players do, and then he still wants to play. But that's not how it goes with this new United team.
That's it. I mean, I think I spun it. Maybe Erik ten Hag's a dick the other week. Obviously he fell out with Ronaldo. He's fallen out with Sancho. But maybe he is just no nonsense. Just don't fuck about. Chat shit.
Well, look at Ronaldo. Ronaldo, if Ancelotti was a manager who ruled with an iron fist, Ronaldo wouldn't have played as many games as he did. But Ancelotti just knew that the team benefited from having Ronaldo no matter what kind of attitude he gave, because obviously he is a professional first and foremost. But Ten Hag clearly needs every player to beat his beck and call. And when he says jump, they say how high. That's what he wants from his players. And Sancho clearly isn't that guy that's going to go to war for him. He'll rock up, but like I say, his laces will be undone. He'll just kick his heels around. He'll jog half the speed everyone else does. He doesn't really want to put it in. He just wants to turn up on a Saturday, play, score, celebrate, go and fuck off to another country a day after a match and just do what, he was feeling like, when he was dropped by United, he was feeling, I think he went to America for a couple of days or something. So he just doesn't care. He really doesn't care about the optics or whatever. So United now got an expensive problem on their hands because he doesn't want to apologise, does he?
Like, these footballers, they've got all this money. Yes, they can go and do all this shit, but you haven't exactly got a long career. You don't have to wait. It's not like you're retiring at 65 and you're like, oh, fucking hell, I want to do all this stuff now. You're done at 35. You still got the fucking energy to go and do all this shit that you want to do. Just wait a few more years.
I know. Wasting a season seems bad, doesn't it? Like you say, you play for a big club in Man United, but yet you're just wasting a season away. And you're happy to sort of be the ridicule of fans online. Like Sancho's English, he knows all the shit that people are saying about him on X and Facebook and Instagram and stuff. But yeah, it just seems that he's happy just to wait it out because he feels he's been unjustly criticised. And it's like, okay, but what's going to happen next season? Now you have to find a new club, and maybe some big clubs aren't going to want you because of your attitude. So it does seem weird.
Nope.
Take 10 years off that, Kev.
What's this one? I think Ten Hag doesn't like players that think they're bigger than him on the team. Yeah, exactly.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, for sure.
Does it remind you of Fergie falling out with Beckham and Keane? No, because there was a point to that. There doesn't seem to be a point to this. This is just one player being an absolute dick for the sake of being a dick. Something's gone wrong with the colour on the screen. I don't know if you've noticed.
No, it's fine for us. Nothing.
Fine for me, yeah.
Yeah, I will just do a test, shall we?
Absolutely baseless.
God.
Jesus Christ.
Oh,
Proper reeled me and you in there, didn't he, Griffey?
Yeah, I know. God.
What I mean, I love the sentiment. I love what they're going for here, but that is a fucking hideous shirt. It looks like your nan's dish towel, for fuck's sake.
Coleman really did well to sell it, didn't he? Fair play, Smart. He doesn't want to. He does not want to be seen in that.
Was it last season you had another sort of rainbow kit? And
yeah, it was really the opening game of the
nice.
season. It was a training top, or pretty much one. Sorry, because it was in Southampton, because we were both sponsored by Hummel. Had it. I mean,
really nice
charity, isn't it? We'll take it.
And then they've come out with that. I mean, like you say, I appreciate the sentiment and everything, but wow.
But they posted on, so Everton posted on their Facebook, and then you look at the likes, and the majority of likes are just a laughing emoji. It always kills me because it's like it sets the tone, doesn't it? Straight away, everyone's taking the piss.
Yeah, you see that and you go straight into the comments, don't you?
100%. Yeah.
I mean, I'm just intrigued. Like, they brought it out. At least make us play in it once. Do you know what I mean? Like tomorrow night at Villa.
God.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, that'd be so bad. But do you know what I mean? It'd be good.
Good for the engagement. Yeah, it would be good for the engagement.
Good for the image, but
yeah.
Looks like the sort of thing. Class.
I wasn't around, Kev, so I don't know.
Yeah, Kev, we're talking to somebody who's not even seen Back to the Future here because it's too old.
Two people. That's me as well.
Fuck you, Crippy.
I know, sorry, man. Sorry. Apologies.
The standard of the Premier League is so high. There's 16 legitimate tough sides out of 20. Maybe why Luton, Sheffield United, and Burnley are struggling. Who was the other team that doesn't make the cut?
Wolves.
Liam, you were very close, mate. I put 16 to sort of like, you can say Everton are in the 16, but I was like, I'm probably thinking Wolves over Everton at the moment. But
at the moment,
Everton did win, so well done to them. But
all right, so what a Chelsea part of this team then? This big 16 or whatever you want to call it then.
Yeah, that's the thing. So you can say if you want to put Everton in there, take Chelsea out. I don't mind.
Oh my God, he's fucking bottled. Look at him.
I don't mind that. I'm scared of Liam. I'm scared of him. Yeah, Bournemouth are right. Bournemouth are definitely not in there. Maybe it's 50, maybe 40. But like I say, even like Nottingham Forest are good, and they're still down there, but they're still a tough team to beat. And I think that's why now, because there's no easy wins really apart from the bottom three, and that's why they are where they are. So I think there's a lot of teams that can play. Fulham, Palace. Well, look, I didn't name them deliberately because I didn't want to cause a fuss, but Liam jumped on it straight away. He was having none of it. Yeah.
I mean, without even like being obviously just Everton biased, but okay, if you're looking at points, yeah, we drew to Sheffield United and we beat Brentford on the weekend, but Brentford have lost twice other than us at home in the past 2 years. That's all I'm saying. But then we absolutely battered Fulham and Wolves. Okay, we didn't get the results, but Chelsea, they've done nothing all season.
Yeah,
I would say there's a definite improvement in the way that Everton are playing this season. But like I say, if you're not putting those chances away, it's not helping matters. But
now they're playing
no excuses.
Beto and Decore. You'll win games from that alone. Beto was really good in the air against Brentford. He won majority of his headers.
It starts the same as last season, or again, already the season. Going to the season with no striker, what do you expect?
Yeah.
That's 6 points lost because we didn't have a striker.
Yeah.
Forest are quietly going about their business in a good way. Cooper doesn't get the credit he deserves, and only losing 2-0 Man City was a decent result. Hard to argue with any of that, really. I mean,
yeah,
everyone
they look
had
all right.
Forest going down last season.
City had 10 men for the second half, didn't they?
Yeah, but
Robbie,
10 men doesn't.
But Forest look steady. They look. Forest look they're going to finish.
Still there, still just tickling.
Oh God.
Poor Cooper. What an ugly bastard. Always offending someone. And please don't
say, dude, desperate to get us kicked off.
It's not going to get any better because here we go. Jesse Lingard left West Ham to join Steven Gerrard at LFP, whatever the fuck, for 1 month of warm weather training, one day after getting a drink driving court appearance where he was banned for 18 months and fined 57 grand. West Ham have officially ended all interest in the money-motivated freeloader. I saw that headline the other day. Was that you? Or did you nick it from there?
I put that in.
That wasn't me.
Yeah. What a dick.
Yeah.
I just saw him on Instagram, on Demarai Gray's Instagram. I was like, what a prick. Honest to God. Like, I'm not an arsehole to as it is, like, but I would, if I was Moyes, I wouldn't even give him a chance at West Ham. After paying him off of Forest last year, I'd be like, yeah, you made your bed. Go and get back in it.
I know. I can't believe you give him a second chance after. Like, he was like, no, I'm going to get my spot back at Man United. Like, watch. Oh, shit.
Well, I can't blame him because he was free, wasn't he? So you could sign him outside the window, and it's like, well, he's a good, he could join the squad later, whatever, and still be useful for us. But clearly, didn't want it. It was just baffling to me. I thought playing in the Premier League was the be all and end all for a player's career, but yeah, he's happy to throw it away in his his late 20s now, admittedly. But
yeah, he's fucked his career.
It's annoying because I do go for bat for Lincoln. I do like him as a player, but it's just he just made so many bad decisions in the last few years since leaving Man United. Like I said, not staying at West Ham. He'll
probably only be on a 12-month contract as well. He'll probably only go there for a year.
Better than triple the amount he does here.
Yeah, but that's why he'll do it. We also mentioned like Demarai Gray. The reason he left Leverkusen to come back to us or to come to us rather was because he was homesick and missing his kids. It's all right, mate. Just go off to Saudi Arabia. Sound.
now he's sick of home.
Yeah.
Mason Lingard didn't stay for us. He did okay. Did he? I don't think he did, but
for the money he was on, not good enough. He's on like 120 grand a week there.
For me, this whole thing though, like Moyes brings him back into the club, lets him train, and publicly comes out and says, yeah, we're going to help him get back up to fitness and we'll see how it goes. And then he just goes, yeah, feeling fit now. I'm going to see if I can get in Gerrard's team. See you later.
Yeah.
Just fuck off, mate.
Yeah. It was telling that Moyes didn't say that we're going to sign him. Like you said, Ash, he was always saying he's training with us and we'll see what happens. So clearly Moyes was trying to say, mate, you need to really work for this. You're not going to, we're not going to sign you unless you really show you want to be here. Exactly, yeah.
Dick. Only fair because like there was a point where he looked like he was coming to Newcastle and I was genuinely excited because it was off the back of that West Ham season.
Yeah.
And then he just became prime Wazzock.
Ryan Fraser.
Yeah, like Fraser.
Well, one thing I remember now what you was talking about, what you were saying about obviously Moyes giving him an opportunity. Apparently we're negotiating with Tottenham for Dele Alli because if we play him another 7 times, we've got to pay like 10 mil. Apparently we want to go to Daniel Levy and be like, look, because we all want to get Dele Alli back to what he was. Can we just negotiate this price? So we'll see how nice of a guy.
He ain't budget. No way.
Not a fucking chance. He'll put it up if anything. Fucking money grabbing opportunistic bastard. There was something I was meant to ask you, Liam. Andros Townsend, what's going on with him? Is he still on the books at Everton?
No, he was out of contract. He did his ACL.
He was out of contract. Yeah, I know. Yeah, like he missed the entire season, didn't he? Yeah, he popped up on 5 Live last night, and when I googled him, it's still saying like I think Wikipedia still has him at Everton, and I thought like, shoot,
no, he's been out of contract. Out of contract in June.
No, that's right because he almost joined Burnley, and Burnley pied him off.
That's it.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
I like Daniel Townsend as well, though. Good player.
So do I.
Solid
Yeah.
player, but
Good hard
did his ACL.
Yeah.
Never a good thing. Question for Liam. He posted a few lines up.
Oh, shit, what?
Does Liam think Everton will start scoring for fun now that they've broken the duck?
Well, we're going to play the toughest side probably in the league this weekend, Kevin. Luton. So it's going to be real.
Proper
I don't know. And the thing is, Calvert-Lewin's come back and he's finally getting back to fitness and he scored, which is a big
that was
confidence
huge.
booster for him, but also for us. Beto is looking good. Should have scored against Brentford, but somehow just shanked it. He did everything and then just let himself down. I want to see us play 4-4-2, to be fair, just proper Mike Bassett.
I said on Sunday, they should have brought Beto, left Beto on and brought DCL on and played them together.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I mean. I think he wants to do that at some stage, but I want to say they're two similar types of player, aren't they? They're both big, do you know what I mean? And obviously, that's what you like to do at Burnley, but I feel like Dan Juma off of Calvert-Lewin or Beto would be so much better.
Yeah.
But I mean, we'll see, won't we? We've got Luton.
I think
we've got Bournemouth at home after that, and then we play the shite after that as well.
Using Calvert sparingly is okay. Obviously, you have to think of his legs, and if Beto can be that person who can still contribute 2 goals in some form, whether it's with knockdowns or himself, that means you haven't got to overrely on Calvin, because the more Calvin plays, the more likely he is to pick up a knock, isn't he? So if you can try and preserve him as much as possible, use him here and there, and just hope that his body can hold out.
This is the thing, obviously, Calvert-Lewin's been rushed back that much because of just panicking. Benitez, Lampard,
desperation.
Shit, right? We need a striker because we're not fucking signed one. So he's coming back even though he's half injured. Then he gets injured again. And then obviously he came back finally against you, then broke his face. Like, how's your look?
Yeah.
I mean, it's just ridiculous. So, I mean, it'd be interesting to see what happens tomorrow if he plays, because it's a game that he's going to have to give him a chance.
Yeah.
Like whether or not he gives him 60 minutes and then swaps him for Beto instead. Because obviously tomorrow it's a cup game as it is, but it's still doable. Do you know what I mean? It all depends on what side you guys put out.
I think we're going to rest a few. We are going to rest a few.
I think we're going to quite a few different players. Like, I think Branthwaite might get a rest, or Tarkowski. But I also want to mention Branthwaite, though. Mate, Rolls Royce of a player, and he is so good.
Yeah. Very impressive.
And if I'm Pep Guardiola, obviously he got stones from us, but I'm going all in for him, balls deep. He's that good. Like, honest to God, there's some players that you watch and you think, yeah, he's got it in, and he's definitely got it. He's left foot. He can play left foot as well. He can use his right foot. He's just so comfortable on the ball. He's 6'4", 5', and he's got pace as well. Basically, still on this stand, but don't want to get it wrong, but
22, I think.
I don't think he's even that old.
I didn't think he was that old.
Branthwaite, 2002, 21.
21.
Okay. Fair play to him.
So,
which one of you is progressing to the next round tomorrow then?
Oh, Villa. What would Shadow without?
Lovely confidence. Over the season.
Yeah.
Everything's look that.
Probably. It would be.
Would Liam love Ancelotti back again? Maybe not Benitez.
Because Xabi Alonso's going to take over Real Madrid, isn't he? So Ancelotti could be free, to be fair.
Who's what? Who's taking Real Madrid?
Xabi Alonso is meant to be going to Real Madrid next season.
I thought it was Munich, well, I mean, Ancelotti said he wanted to take us into the new stadium, so he's always welcome. That's all I'm saying.
He's got to be an improvement on Daesh, hasn't he? I mean, no.
Well,
he's getting there.
Obviously, he's this and that, but the football was the exact same. However, we won at Anfield under Ancelotti, so bring him back.
He's enjoying prime Daesh ball. Are you in agreement with Liam Crippy? Is it Villa going through tomorrow night, or do you think they might rest too many and fuck it?
Well, we did that against Legia, and we fucked ourselves up. So I'm hoping that he won't put Chambers in again, because Chambers was god awful. But I think he said he wants to try and go for a cup this season. So we're going to take it seriously, which I want. I'm sick of Villa bowing out really early in the cups when we should always be a team going for it.
Just like really not giving a shit about the cups, no respect at all.
Yeah. What else have you got to go for if not that? Villa, you could say we want to do something in Europe. We want to try and get a top 6 again to stay in Europe, but win something for all how good we've been. Do something.
Yeah, exactly. Verdict on Dyche, Liam?
He kept us up. I like him. Do you know what I mean? But
like him for that.
I've said it too many times. I would have got rid of him at the end of the season. I would have said, thanks very much. You kept us up, but we want to build something here. I mean, at the same time, he's probably the right manager to give us a bit of stability, but he needs to keep these results coming. Because like I said, we've got Liverpool in a couple of weeks' time, so got Luton, need to win that. Got Bournemouth at home, need to win that. Need 6 points out of the next 2 games, literally. Ignoring Villa tomorrow, it's not a free hit, but it is.
Yeah, it's not the end of the world if that one goes wrong. Running out of time, not that there's an actual time limit, but predictions for the upcoming week. Not bothering with Carabao Cup because it's a bit. We've just said how much we want our teams to do. Give us a fuck. Right, what have we got? That's what I wanted to point out. Liam getting fucking extra spicy this week.
Yeah.
Here's one. Man United Palace 3-0. Newcastle
we'll
Burnley
get to
5-0.
We'll get to it.
West Ham Sheffield 4-1. Wolves Man City 4-1. And a 3-0 win for Everton. That's a lot of goals.
Yeah.
A lot of goals. Let's count how many 2-1s. Just 3? Just 3 2-1s?
I'll be honest.
1 seems to be a new one.
I changed my mind as well. I had a few more 2-1s. I was like, I need to mix them up. I'll be honest. I did have a few more.
2-1, Newcastle
2-1, West Ham 2-1.
He loves the 2-1, does Cribby?
Yeah, left back Newcastle for more goals. And I was like, West Ham, Sheffield United are rubbish. They'll score 3. I had to change it up.
Now, the only reason I went with Newcastle one is because I reckon in a couple of weeks' time, I don't know, who do you play after Burnley?
Right, PSG.
All right, in the league. Come on. Okay, I'll dig.
Don't.
Because I reckon they'll be like, over the last 4 games, Newcastle scored like 19 goals. Do you know what I mean? It's going to be something stupid like that. That's why I've gone for that 5-0.
West Ham.
Going to be high. Wow.
They're away to West Ham after that.
Interesting one.
See, there we go.
Yeah.
That's what it's going to be. So, last week Newcastle hit 5 and West Ham hit 4. It's going to be 0-0 this weekend.
Yeah. You're right, I don't think anyone's got any ridiculous ones. I mean, obviously you've got some high scorers, but there's no real shocks there, is there?
No.
No.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we'll see, because nobody predicted half the shit like that fucking 8-0. Nobody predicted that. Wouldn't surprise me if Toon versus City ended 2-2 and went to pens. Yeah, I mean, it'll make for an interesting evening. Staying up till fucking God knows what time, writing about it because it went to penalties.
I hope it's got goals in it. Newcastle should be that team now that can score against anyone, so I hope it's got goals.
Yeah, I don't think it'll be a decent game, to be honest. 4-0. Yeah, a lot of spicy predictions for that one. What did we predict for Palace? Oh, you're making us find it again.
It was United Palace, wasn't it?
Oh, yeah.
2-1, 3-0, 2-0, and a 1-1.
Yeah.
Palace getting beat, basically.
They weren't great against Fulham, and they were at home, so I think they'll probably lose anyway to United.
Well, it's 2-0
I'm
at the
going to
moment.
off them now, so.
Yeah.
Anything else before we go, gentlemen?
That's it. Yeah, that's all good.
Nope. Excellent. Right, we will be back again next week at 8 o'clock. Come back, get involved in the comments. Hang on. Palace becoming draw specialists. Well, not
They're going to
tonight.
beat 2-0.
And on that note, we think it's all over. It is now. See you next week.